For myself, I'm in
got her back, got her back. Here, got your screen. Move around. No! Oh, no! What are you doing? It's okay. You don't go inside.
I know, sorry. I thought I would get at least a dunk animation. My bad.
You got 99 blocks, man. Oh, my God.
Let's maybe stop going inside the paint. Yes. Try it through.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And now Indiana's starting group. They've got Halliburton, Avdia out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Melton in at the 2. And for the Mavericks, we've got OG Anunoby. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard position. One thing each of these teams can do is pass the rock, Grant. We should see a lot of ball movement tonight.
Hey, sharing is caring. And, of course, there's great chemistry on both teams. There's such a flow to this game when they get together. And we're going to see some terrific team basketball tonight. I can't wait.
4 on the clock.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Melton took that foul.
Well, Clark, it's nice to have a guard like DeAnthony Melton who takes care of business on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I love that about him. Old school two-way guard, BA. Because he can make shots, he can make plays, but he also can defend. And he does it all with a level of professionalism and focus that you like to see.
And he drops the first.
You know, with Melton, you get a lot. You get floor spacing, steals, he can play both guard positions, and he's a good rebounder for his size, too.
Both good from the line that time. You know, Clark, when you think about the history of this Dallas franchise, one man stands out. That's Dirk.
Yeah, he's worthy of a statue for sure, B.A. Played all 21 seasons of his career with the Mavs. He was the first European MVP in league history. And then in 2011, he helped bring an NBA title to the Mavericks, beating the LeBron-Wade-led Heat team.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
So it's the Mavericks now. The Pacers making their last shot. Murray's shot is good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Towns goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Avdia pulls it in. Down low. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Harris. With the drive. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. From deep, Melton. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Melton's got 5 points. Murray against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. And stolen by Melton. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I love how much fight Melton has in him. This guy is just gritty, not letting the defender get the best of him there.
Murray passes to Antetokounmpo. Towns against Zubac. Zubac, great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Halliburton, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Anunoby. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Avdia pulls it in. Indiana leading. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Dallas. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Bridges is checked in.
Miles Bridges.
6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish. The Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Gobert's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Harris. Three-pointer Bridges. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Bridges. Yep, that one's good.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Now here's Bridges. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Teams are in the thick of it now, Grant. More than half of the regular season is behind us.
Yeah, and the thick of it is right. Teams are getting fatigued right now. This is the point of the year where the teams with the most depth separate themselves from the pack.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Dallas. Barnes comes in for Anunoby. They get it back. And Gobert with the stuff.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
Towns for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Towns has got 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Dallas calls time here. And Clarkman Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor. He's one of the best big men in the NBA.
Well, you said it. The key words there, on the floor. I'm sure Cat is frustrated by the injuries he's had over the years, and he's doing everything in his power to stay as healthy as possible.
Now here's Nurkic. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Murray for 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Tracking him a real chore. Murray very active, constantly on the move.
Now at the line for
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
He nails the third.
But I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Nurkic finds Gobert. Now here's Murray. Back to Gobert. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the wing, right side. Here's Nurkic. And stolen by Melton. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges passes to Halliburton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Here's Murray. From deep three-point range. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Whoa!
beat the buzzer. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Pacers up 5. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Rudy Gobert is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Barnes. And it's Nembhard in a shooting guard. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Well, Clark, with his mix of power and length, at times Giannis can seem unstoppable.
You know what? Not often is it that one guy forces teams to reconsider their whole defensive game plan. But Giannis forces you to build the wall because you don't want him getting downhill, or he'll make you suffer the consequences. Nice pass from Melton. Solid job at getting it to his teammates.
Pass to Barnes. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Harris. Yet to see a basket. Back to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. The Pacers beat them last time when these two met at Indianapolis.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo says his greatest challenge lies within. He said, quote, "I don't compete with others. I just compete with myself. Every other night it's going to be another great player, but I just try to be consistent, have fun, enjoy the game, create art, and be the best I can be."
Artistry. I like it, Allie. Thank you. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I've played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
Making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Brown's checked in. Halliburton surveys the floor. That's good from Towns on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 6 assists here tonight. Out left to the wing. Here's Nembhard. Up and in on the layup. Nembhard's gotten his second bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the paint. Stolen by Anunoby. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. The strong finish by Giannis.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Indiana has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Harris outside. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Antetokounmpo with the block. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success. And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harris finds Halliburton. You know, Clark, what you marvel about with Halliburton, the accuracy from both the field and the line.
Well, there are very few guys that are part of the 50, 40, 90 club, and every year he's flirting with that. And when he doesn't have the shot that he wants, what I like is that he just simply makes the right basketball pass.
Rubio's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Pacers also making a change. Avdia's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Gobert. Ooh, Gobert in traffic connects.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Halliburton, the pass to Towns. Here's Halliburton. This one for three. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Halliburton against Rubio. Pass to Gobert. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Murray. Outside Rubio. And there's the punch from Gobert.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
Bridges outside. Back to Halliburton. There's a minute 54 left in the second quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Anunoby passes to Gobert. Anunoby on the wing, covered by Towns. Here's Gobert. The contact not enough to bother Gobert at the rim.
Gobert maintaining balance through contact, remarkable concentration.
Pass to Bridges, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Zubac, he's checked in for Dallas. Barnes comes in for Anunoby. Bogdanovich has checked in for Indiana. And here's Murray. Fires from deep. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed. Murray's got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. And when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Pass to Bridges. They need this. Here he goes. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, I think that time Bridges, it was his activity that forced the defense to foul him there. They are perfect from the line in this quarter and need to stay aggressively in attack mode if they want to gain control of this game.
Nurkic is checked in for Gobert. Murray's shot is good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
35 seconds left in the second period. Bogdanovich, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Barnes. Uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And the basket by Halliburton.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Murray looking around. Over Bogdanovich. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but... All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 14 points and 1 assist. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we did. And that'll do it for our halftime report.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Pacers, Denny Avdia out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Towns in at the 5. And that one's good. Melton. Well, Grant is the managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition now than ever.
Shoot from the baseline. Nembhard, good. Nembhard's got his third basket on the night right there.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Antetokounmpo. Bam.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
Pass to Harris. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Murray with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Zubac passes to Nembhard. Towns with a rebound. And Towns has got the ball here for the Pacers. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
And Dallas calls time here.
And when you watch Halliburton run point, he makes life easy for his team.
You know, he's like a Pied Piper. He's a guy that other people gravitate to and enjoy playing with. Always has his head up. He's excellent at reading angles and situations and using the right pass at the right time, and rarely seems to force shots. I mean, that's the quintessential playmaking point guard if ever there was one.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Pass to Towns. And there's the rejection. They get it back. The 3 ball. Mavericks with the rebound. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. Over Harris. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
And it's hard not to commend the calm nature and demeanor of the Greek Freak. I mean, even in pressure situations, Antetokounmpo never seems to get outside of himself or never seems to give in to what the defense is trying to do to disrupt it.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Diallo's checked in for Indiana. Harris down low. Antetokounmpo covering. Harris's shot is good.
Really tough to defend Tobias Harris any better than that. I mean, he's just got a special knack for making tough shots.
Here's Nembhard. He's got 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. I think when his coach looks at Andrew Nembhard, he sees lots of potential there, Grant.
Oh, yes, he does, B.A. And for a second-round pick in 2022, he's been a steal. A pure point with size at 6'5", that enables him to play at either guard spot.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Bridges, he's checked in for Indiana. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Avdia. Blocked! Bogdanovic against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got 7 points. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Mavericks.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Rubio's checked in for the Mavericks.
One of the things I love about Towns is how versatile he is. He's a big guy who continues to be a matchup nightmare for defenses.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Halliburton. 17 points in the game. Wow, what a strong flush from Halliburton.
And this is how you carve up a defense. Halliburton slicing to the rack with real force.
Pass to Zubats. Here's Barnes. Outside Rubio. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Diallo outside. The shot.
See, that's the defense you get with Rubio. At 6'4", with a really high basketball IQ, he finds a way to bother shots.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Here's the lob. Deflected.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Mavericks on top, up 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Ivica Zubats. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Murray, and it's Nembhard in a 2-guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. 3 on the clock. Here's Murray. Got a hand on it.
We'll see this from time to time. Melton does block shots, guys.
To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And Harris throws it down.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Antetokounmpo with the block. Murray with it. Towns covering. Murray against Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 9-point Dallas lead.
And Murray not only is strong, but he's got really good speed, too, and that gets him by the defense past the contact.
Time called here. The Pacers decide to talk it over. And when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, such a lovable player on and off the floor, Clark.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's just such a carefree, gregarious, outgoing personality, somebody that doesn't take himself too seriously. And He likes to tell his fair share of dad jokes, too, which is pretty endearing.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Pacers also making a change. Avdia, he's checked in for Bridges. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Avdia passes to Harris. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Nembhard. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Melton. That shot is off. Great D that time from Murray.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the ref in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to Murray. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. And they pick up 2. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Avdia. Pass to Harris. Here's Brown. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team give up a bunch of second chance points, because oftentimes that points to a lack of effort. That's got to be the main topic of conversation during the timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance, and he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo has got 26 points. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 16.
2 minutes.
And Gobert with a block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Mavericks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And I'm sure they're happy to get even for what happened the last time these teams met.
You know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone. So I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
Here's Gobert, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. On offense, here are the Pacers. Pass to Avdia. Here's Towns. And it's Indiana scoring again.
With his size and touch, there are very few that can match Karl Anthony Towns' skill set, making him an impossible matchup most times.
And here's Murray. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Sounded like it's bubble.